David Wayne Ferguson, Kentucky Law Scholars. I hadn't done a video in a while. I'm in Lexington now, and I've been setting up, and I have some. This is going to be FBI evidence, part one. I'm probably going to have two parts, or maybe four. Anyway, this is part one, and I'm going to play for you a recording from a commissioner's office where 686 Bruner Road, Brandenburg, Kentucky belongs to the DWF Irrevocable Trust. Then this same person went in and wiped it off the books, transferred it to other people's name, and sent people out thinking they owned the property and trying to cause me harm. This is 3 times he tried this, and he just did it again on September 25th, 2024. Now I'm going to play you the audio where the property belongs to the trust, straight from his office.
Mr. Ferguson, this is Carrie at Jack Fowles' office. I have the assignment of bid ready on the Bruner Road purchase, putting it from your purchase into the Irrevocable Trust. Both you and your sister will need to sign off on this. So it's ready. If you guys can swing by the office, and we do have this on the docket for next week, so we need to get it signed and filed as soon as possible. If you have any questions, you can call back at the office. It's 422-5803. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Now, this is the quitclaim deed. This is the quitclaim deed where it was put into the Irrevocable Trust. This is the charts, notarized. These are prior to all these attempts on my life over this property. Here's the property plot stuff, and here's the property again. Now, when this property was sold to the trust, this was the judge right here. Now, this stuff right here, here's the sheriff that recently just came out and stole everything I own. Now, this other judge, this is an older judge. He was on another case, but on one attempt. No, it was like 2 attempts. But they recently came out, and what they did, this was in federal court, and what they did was they sent somebody out thinking that they owned the place. And I came home on March 24th, and this fella had took the bolts off the gate hinges, and he was peering into the garage. He was getting ready to break in when I pulled up. And I get out, and he says, "Well, I'm the new owner." I said, "No, I know the owner is DWF Irrevocable Trust, and the lady lives in Lexington. So Fayette County has jurisdiction over any disputes of this property." Now, that wasn't the only time. 2 other times, that judge and him sent people out to harm me. Next, after him, they sent the police. State police came along with them. It was a whole mass of them. Came along. I was in another county. They came to another county to get me. Now, you're talking about somebody that's there to be governor in 2027. I hope to be governor in 2027 because somebody has straightened this out. Now, this time here on September 25th, when they done this, they spent all night in there, and he said, I know he told them, he said, "You got to get every bit of evidence out of there. If this guy don't have any evidence, he's got no case." But all the evidence was in Lexington. It was here. Now, this recording proves that it belonged to the DWF Irrevocable Trust. Came straight from his office. That's his secretary calling up. And the papers was signed and all, and it was all completed, and everything was done. And then they decided that they were going to do me in. So they started doing these things and bringing cases, phony cases through court of people owning the property and stuff, sending these people out to hurt me. On September 25th, 12 armed robbers came to the house. They broke in the door, woke me up, made me get off the property. Then other people in trucks came in and cut locks off of my trailers and started loading stuff up. And they loaded up and loaded up and loaded up. They took thousands of dollars worth of stuff illegally. Now, if you have a right to do something, you're not using bolt cutters and cutting locks off trailers. No. Now, I want to play that again for you so you understand. This is FBI evidence, Federal Bureau of Investigation evidence that I'm playing for anybody. 340 million Americans can download this and hear this.
Mr. Ferguson, this is Carrie at Jack Fowles' office. I have the assignment of bid ready on the Bruner Road purchase, putting it from your purchase into the irrevocable trust. Both you and your sister will need to sign off on this. So it's ready. If you guys can swing by the office, and we do have this on the docket for next week, so we need to get it signed and filed as soon as possible. If you have any questions, you can call back at the office. It's 422-5803. Thank you. Bye-bye.
After that, it was in there 3 months. Then he started the attempts on my life for the property. Now, I want to talk about the London, Kentucky incident. We're talking about abuse of authority here. Now, in London, Kentucky, there's a judge down there, and I'm gonna do it kind of vaguely and rough. I'm gonna just tell you the circumstances that was on the news and stuff. I want to tell you circumstances, and I want you to look the case up yourself if you're interested in it. So, some property was stolen that this judge had in a little storage building or lockup of somebody's house or something. His property was stolen. So he sends out these policemen or something, and he calls them and says, "I take care of you boys." So he sends them out to get this weed eater and whatever. They go there at 11 or 12 o'clock at night, a whole bunch of them. They break in the door, whatever. I don't know. There's some kind of, it's a castle doctrine. This guy's performing the castle doctrine. He's trying to protect his castle and his body. They kill him for self-defense. They kill him. Then I hear that there's 2 or 3 GPS programs, and one takes you to the house where they were going to get the stuff, but the other one takes you to this innocent victim's house, and that's what happened to him. And now they might say, well, it was just a misunderstanding. Well, policemen don't do that. Policemen don't go up and knock on doors in the middle of the night or anything and break in and harm somebody and kill somebody over weed eaters and things like that. For a judge, um, one, you would have confronted them as "good evening, sir," and stuff like that. You wouldn't have treated them and gotten a big argument with them. You got a big problem with that, but it's all over the United States. It's not just Kentucky. It's all over the United States. Now, Kentucky, you know the one. Now, back there one more time. Who was responsible? The judge was responsible. Respondeat superior. Let the master answer. Vicarious liability. The case with Charles Manson. Those kids went in court and said he sent us. Charles Manson wasn't on the scene at the one murders, but he spent the rest of his life in there for vicarious liability because he sent them to do it. That's why he spent his last night till he died a few years ago. Now, who's at fault here? That judge. That judge sent them. That judge sent these people out over some little weed eater or something like that, and they killed a man. There was a big protest down in London. You look it up. Look it up and do your own research on it. Then you got the one about Judge Mullins in his office shot by that sheriff, and the sheriff had 3 times when he shot him the first time. Then he went around there, shot him again. Then was getting relieved, went around, shot him again. Then went and turned himself in. And it's hearsay that maybe something up with his daughter on the telephone or something about his judge or something, his daughter or something like that. But still, yet, he knew before that they were doing this to other females and stuff in the judge's office. Why didn't this sheriff, do something about it then? Why didn't he do like me and open up and report it? Yeah, we got some laws that need to be fixed. This is part one, and Kentucky Law Scholars could use your help. And remember, Kentucky Law Scholars, care of University of Kentucky Federal Credit Union, and any help, and be appreciated. Thank you very much.